This African hunting safari is brought to you by Ultradyne Chassis, American Ingenuity, Kelbley's Rifle Actions, a higher level of accuracy, Athlon Optics, ridiculously good optics, Byron Hart African Safaris, Night Stalker Precision Rifles, accuracy counts, Taxidermy Studio and Tannery by Marlon Beyer.
Guys, welcome back to Southern Extreme TV. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my channel. We are here in beautiful, beautiful Africa, hunting with Byron Hart African Safaris. We're on, the days are running together. I don't even know what day it is, but we have shot some incredible, incredible animals. Yesterday was pretty much one for the books. We started out mainly targeting some Blue Wildebeest and kudu as well. Wound up spotting and stalking 4 kudu bulls, one of which I was able to take a really, really good shot on and drop him basically right in his tracks. Beautiful bull, definitely my #1 bucket list item, animal to kill, and we did that yesterday. Not only that, we also went and Dad knocked down an impala, and then that night we went thermal predator calling, and we called in 2 black-backed jackals, and I shot both of those as well. So yesterday was really, really special. A lot of game was seen. We harvested a lot of animals, which is really, really cool. Today, kind of target list animals is going to be a Blue Wildebeest, and then obviously also an oryx or gemsbok, whatever you want to call it. Those are still 2 animals that I would really, really like to harvest. So we're getting ready. We just had breakfast here at the beautiful Sandveld Lodge. They have an awesome, awesome place to hunt. Close to 80,000 acres here that we have exclusive access to, and it is managed really, really well. They focus a lot on the maturity of the animals. A lot of times when my guide Adrian and myself are sitting there looking at animals, you know, we're discussing the trophy and the antler size, but we're also discussing the maturity level, #1, and that was the one thing that I wanted to put as the forefront of animals that we shot was, you know, if they were really young, even if they were really good animals, but if they were still young, let's hold that off. Let's let them get a couple more years so somebody else can come and enjoy those animals in the future. And we've done a really good job at harvesting some very mature animals. So it's been an absolute blast so far. So if you've not watched the previous parts, make sure pause this video, go watch them, then come back and watch this, and a lot of this will already be making sense. If this is your first video, we're shooting a rifle here. We're actually shooting a 7mm PRC built by Night Stalker Precision. We've got a Kelbley's Action, an Atlas Light, fantastic action. We've got an Ultradyne chassis that rifle is setting in, which is a big deal because the tripod that we're using on this trip is an Athlon ARCA compatible tripod. So as soon as we see an animal, I lay that Ultradyne chassis right inside that Athlon tripod. It locks down, and then I'm good to go. And then we've got an Athlon scope, the Aris BTR Gen 2, which is on top of that PRC. And let me tell you, that PRC has been absolutely doing work for us on this trip. So can't complain at all. It's been really, really special, really, really fun. So thanks for hanging out. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you share these videos and all the other ones. Let's go have some fun and see what we can do here in Africa. So there's Byron Hart. He has got fractured vertebrae.
Yes.
And is still out here driving us around on this safari. I mean, just absolutely, you was in pain 2 days ago, or actually yesterday, that you know, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday morning. But man, what a trooper. Hurt back, broke back, still out here in the bush, putting us on some animals. Really, really awesome. And then
taking it easy.
Taking it very easy. And then there's the man, the guide that's been actually walking us through the thorn thickets. Alright guys, we in the first area. In the first area. And we were driving down the road and Hunts spotted some Blue Wildebeest tracks going off through the bush. So right now some water holes, and kind of just slip hunting, if you will, up to the water hole, checking it out, looking for some fresh tracks, and then maybe going after them. But right now, he's got a trail of Blue Wildebeest going through the bush. So we're gonna take off and basically just follow our Bushman tracker hunts. These guys are awesome. Their eyesight is way better than ours. And they can read the sand and the tracks way better than anything I've ever seen. So we're gonna make our way through the bush, see if we can make it happen. Just spotted a gemsbok.
Oh, die haben mal die Bombe was beiberipat.
Well, guys, we were tracking some blue wildebeest, and they were all leading into this water hole. And as we eased up on this water hole, there was a real good oryx, or gemsbok, and we had a real good spot to come in on him. But the problem was, when we first seen him, he was going left to right. But then as soon as we come up, he had done a 180 and was coming back to the water hole and was kind of facing us. And we've got 5 guys, a camera guy. I've got cameras on this tripod. So we got a lot of people coming through the brush. And he heard something, but we were still in the shade good enough to where it was, he didn't really know what we were. He slightly turned, and as he turned, we got up on the tripod, in which I didn't have my GoPros up and going, which is my fault. But as soon as he turned it, we thought he was just going to slowly ease away, but he just took off hauling ass. And he did. He checked up, and just for a split second, I was on him with a gun. And but I had to get my GoPros and stuff rolling to try to get this stuff filmed for y'all. Plus, I don't think I would have had enough time to confirm with Dad that Dad was on him good for the shots. I mean, it's just one of those things. It is what it is. Real good gemsbok. Beautiful, beautiful dang animal. Man, we had a chance. We were right there at it, but just he was a little bit smarter than we were. But that's cool. Tracking them through this stuff, putting a stalk on. It could have happened, could have very easily happened, but that's the price you pay trying to film and run cameras and stuff for you all. That's part of the game. But it's still early. We got all day to try to find a blue wildebeest or a gemsbok, so we're going to see if we can make it happen.
Lady, we are done with your brother.
Alright guys, we finally spotted a blue wildebeest. Looks like a good boy. He's a pretty long ways away. We're actually tracking down this road and seeing a couple eland come across, and he was with one of those eland. And we got a little bit of a glimpse of him, and this bull's probably 700-800 yards away. But we could see one good long deep curl, which is what you look for when you're trying to find an old mature bull. But we're gonna try to put a stalk on him, get a little bit closer, and see if we can figure out if he's gonna be a true shooter or not. But we do have one problem. We've got a bunch of vultures that are in between us and them. So the idea is to go around those vultures, so that way we don't spook them too bad. Because if we spook them and they fly towards the wildebeest, then they'll know something's coming. So. Just said that they can see one, but it is a cow, not a bull.
Byron, kita makom. Real nice dude.
Well done, dude. Thank you.
I knew that first shot was a good shot.
Man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, that is beautiful.
This is a real nice old bull.
Yeah.
This is old bull.
This is beautiful.
Look how worn down his horn bases are. And the tips. Look how stumped they are.
That's awesome.
Kijk die kop ook. You can see on his forehead. He's very old.
Very old.
Yes.
Dude, this joker is beautiful. You don't realize how pretty like the hide and the coat of a blue wildebeest is until you actually see it in person. Man, I was nervous when he ran off, I ain't gonna lie, but I felt good. I mean, I tucked it right where you told me to.
Yes. I'm sure it's a
God, but
good shot.
they're beefy right here though. I know you guys were talking about how much they soak up bullets whenever you shoot them. I mean, you can tell it like when you get over here just how dense they are.
Byron, ons het hom. Jy kan net hier so regs opdraai. Hy het net opgestaan langs die pad weer gedoen.
Oh my gosh.
Ja. So in die pad staan. Moses sit net hy groot skietstokke daar aan die pad asseblief.
Oh. And he died, look at the way he died too, just.
Ja.
Wow.
Ja, hy het seker net 10 meter regs in weer hardloop. Hy kom seker nie hard geskiet het. Hy het geval. Toe lê hy so 'n bietjie staan hy op toe. Hardloop hy net so 10 meter voor.
Oh, beautiful. Do you guys think, was it a bull and a cow together?
No.
No, two
three
bulls.
bulls.
3 bulls.
Yes, that one was just very young.
Yeah.
He was still brown in the face also. But yeah.
God. Just look at the mass right there, and I mean that scapula and elbow bone is just so thick.
But that was a really good shot. Like.
Man. Holy smokes. Wore down like you said,
Yeah.
all rubbed right there.
Yes.
You feel how just smooth and polished they are.
Nee, hierdie man is goed mooi. Zo waar. Of soos die vrou. Hy sê hy was soos die ding man.
Dude, look at that. They were talking about how it gets real worn, choppy like that when it gets old. Holy smokes. God, and to get up and run after right in the throat.
Well done, man. Well done.
Oh man, thank you. I enjoyed that. Thank you. That was awesome. Hey man, I mean they made us work for it on that one. I mean they busted us and then we cut back across and he stepped out and all you could see was head and a little bit of throat.
He could have shot on an eland also.
I saw. I was watching.
Yeah, he was facing us and Adrian was like put it just under his chin. So I shot and I mean just fell. I shoved another one. I just stayed on him. And then he got up. As soon as he got up, I was on him, and I squeezed another one off. And as soon as I squeezed it off, he like stumbled, and the bullet went right over his back. And he made it into the bush. And I was like, fuck.
I knew it was a good shot.
Yeah.
Full.
And then we got over here, and you could see him from the road. You don't realize the density.
Yes.
You can't get that in like the videos and photos and everything. Doesn't show the shoulder broadness.
Yes.
And that, it makes sense now when y'all are talking about how they can just take bullets and just you have to shoot. Yeah,
they can absorb.
and it makes sense. I mean, just look at the pure mass that they have there. Golly bum. What an awesome animal. He's beautiful. Dadgummit.
Makes a very good rug.
That's what we're gonna do with him for sure.
Makes a very good rug.
I see why you said, like when you were telling me about, you know, the different ones and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
The old booty.
He's nice and old. He's beautiful old.
Gosh. And so the bulls, this is beefier than the cows. Cows will be thin all the way too.
And they're wider.
Golly bum. The big old nose on him too.
Oh, it raakt geschiet.
Well done. Yeah, the second one also touched.
You got the second one in.
Oh,
Big shot.
Yeah.
no. I thought I missed him. I mean,
I didn't hear the impact.
I didn't either. That's why I thought I missed him. But I mean, I'm telling you, when he got up, I was on him and he was moving, and I led him a little bit, and I shot, but I seen him, and I guess it might have been the bullet hitting him is why he stumbled, but I thought he stumbled and the bullet went over him. But I mean, that's definitely.
But we hear them to come.
That's a beautiful old bull, eh? It's a beautiful old bull. Wow.
How cool is that? And talk about, I mean, we walked for a good ways too.
You guys walked, because what happened is, once the vultures had left those two big trees, I drove forward. I just idled.
Yeah.
Just put the car on, I put it in the drive, and I let go. And the car just idled forward. And I was going for a long way, and I'm thinking, shit, you guys must have walked a long way. And I came and stopped sort of halfway in the shade.
Y'all.
His answer correct.
Oh man, that was so fun. That was fun as crap right there. That makes me feel better that second one got in him. That makes me feel better. Because when he made it in the bush, and I thought that second shot missed him, I was like, man, damn it. Because I was like, you know, if you on that shot, if it's pulled 2-3 inches one way or another, and it hits and just runs out the side, and it doesn't absorb into that cavity, then you know, right there, you really got to get in and get those major arteries. And I was like, man, but I felt good on it. I didn't think that I pulled left or right. Dadgummit.
Oh, well done, guys. Team effort.
Alright, next up.
Thank you. Moses?
Awesome, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Awesome animal. That's cool right there. That's cool as shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a badass animal. That is an awesome animal. Oh, God. Well, guys, we found him. The trail is just right there. And we were tracking the heck out of him. Hunts and Moses had us just peeled back through all this brush, just tracking the crap out of him. And this dude popped out on the edge of an opening all the way down, and all we could see was about from here up, and he was facing us. And Adrian told me, he said, put it, you know, just right under the chin. And I shot, and he fell. And these things, they've been telling me that they're notorious for just absorbing shots. And the photos don't do a blue wildebeest justice, because the density of this body here is just very, very hard to describe it. And it makes so much sense with what they were saying or telling us. But when he fell, I shucked another one in, and they were just like, stay on him. If he gets up, shoot again. And he got up, and as soon as he got up, I sent another round at him, and I thought that he fell and my bullet went over the back, because we didn't hear impact. But if you look on this side where he was running, there is another bullet hole. So we've got one straight in his throat where he was facing us, and then that second shot when he was trying to run off, we got another one in there. And I'm not saying that, I think he was going to be dead with this frontal shot just because of the amount of arteries that we got. But the fact that we got this second bullet in him probably saved us a little bit of tracking. Because I really think, as tough as these animals are, that he could have made it a pretty good ways away. But they told me that this bull is super old, and they look at the wear on the base of the horns, and then also the wear up here, how this is really blunt. It's hard for y'all to see, but a younger bull, these would be super, super sharp, like a dagger. But this guy, you can see a little bit better on this one in the light, how that's just real blunt and flush. And that's exactly what we were wanting to find in an animal like this, is a really old, mature animal. And the 7 PRC is absolutely doing wonders. Now, I really wish that this animal wouldn't have made it up out of the road, but he made it maybe 30, 40 yards in here. And the fact that he took 2 bullets from the 7 PRC to come in and just make it to right there, I feel good. I did my job. I feel like I did my job as a shooter. This animal was dispatched really, really quickly. And this is exactly how we found him. We didn't position him or anything. He was just basically laying perfect for us. And basically what happened is he was trying to make it through this brush from over there, come through this trail, and then he expired and just fell straight down, and that's where he died at. But it is just so difficult to show how pretty a blue wildebeest is, the hide and the coat and the mane, and then just, I can't get over how beefy they are, just stocky right here in this shoulder. That's what is so daggum crazy. But man, what a cool animal. Bucket list item for sure. 7 PRC, Byron Hart. We're gonna get this thing done up where we can get him over here, and we'll get some better photos and videos for you guys. Try to make this one short because I know your back's hurting you by him, but guys, what an absolutely awesome hunt. We started out this morning doing some tracking through the bush, and we were led one time to a water hole where we ran up on a gemsbok, and we were this close. And I know Adrian's probably cussing camera guys. He probably don't ever want to have another camera crew following him around in the bush, because it cost us that gemsbok, and it was 100% on me and Dad. But at the end of the day, we're trying to do our best to film and make sure we get it there for y'all as best as possible. So we left that spot, transitioned over to another, and we'd seen a group of eland, and it was one bull that was standing there, and we had a pretty long stalk through the bush behind hunts. And when we finally come up, they busted us, and they took off running, and they jumped out into one, crossed the road, the other one come out into the opening. We got set up on the sticks, and I mean, all we had was his head and about that much of his throat. And Adrian was in my ear, and he said, just below the chin, if you can get steady, squeeze one off. And I let the 7 PRC ring, and I mean, as soon as it hit, wildebeest dropped straight down on the ground and started kicking a little bit. Racked another one in, and I knew that these guys had told us, you know, that if you shoot a wildebeest, just be ready, because they can just absolutely take bullets. And it makes sense because of how dense they are. And unfortunately, this guy actually got back up, and I sent another round, and luckily I got a second shot in him, which I thought that I missed. So it makes me feel way better that I got that second round in him, and he went maybe 50 yards off the opening where we took a shot at him at originally, which is really cool. But you know, according to you guys, this is a super old bull.
It is a very old bull. He's a nice old bull.
And you know, that's we've said it in the past videos. That was the one thing that, you know, when I was talking to Byron and been talking with Adrian, is we really wanted to make sure that we shot mature animals. And you know, the cool thing is that's been kind of the premise of all the hunts we've been on, is really trying to, number one, identify the animal, and then also identify if it is the proper age class to harvest, because the older that age class gets, that's what we're trying to do, is take those older, more mature bulls and rams off these properties. And at the end of the day, that's an awesome thing to do. You know, have a real old mature bull, do a very good, ethical, clean shot, and the animal did not go far at all. That's textbook right there. Man, we have had a awesome trip down here with you, Byron. For those of you that don't know, this is Byron Hart with Byron Hart African Safaris. If you guys are interested in doing something very similar to this, whether it be plains game, whether it be dangerous game, whether you're interested in doing photo, videography stuff as well, go follow him, reach out to him on his social media stuff, because he can help coordinate pretty much your entire trip to South Africa, or really a lot of places in Africa, not just South Africa, which is really cool. So if you're looking for that, go check him out, because he's going to do a really good job of taking care of you and getting you set up with exactly what you're looking to do. We've had an absolute blast here. Earlier in the video, or I think in the video, I told you guys that we're using the 7mm PRC. I know I've mentioned that caliber a bunch, especially in the last videos, but it is a rifle built by Night Stalker Precision. It's got a Kelbely's action on it, which is probably one of the best actions that I have ran. I've ran a multitude of different ones, but I really wanted to run that Kelbely's on this trip just because it's really smooth and it's really lightweight. We've got the Atlas Light there, which is nice because we're carrying that gun. We're in and out of the vehicles all day long, from basically sun up to all the way to sun down, and it's nice to have that lightweight action on there. The Ultradyne chassis is what we chose to go with, and that's mainly because we're running the Athlon tripod that locks into an Arca plate. And with that Ultradyne chassis, it has that Arca plate that's built into the handrail all the way out. And if it wasn't for that shot that I took originally on this wildebeest probably would not have been pulled off by me, just because it was a very small target at a decent yardage, probably around 160, 70-ish yards probably, and we had just traveled a long ways through the bush to try to get there. So that whole package has been absolutely lights out. In fact, this is the first animal of all that we've shot on this trip that actually made it from the spot that he was standing originally when we shot. And I was hoping when he hit the ground, I was like, please don't go anywhere. Please let this be another one that just stays exactly where he was standing. But we did a real good job. I mean, he did not go far at all, and I'm really, really proud of that, because we did right by that animal. But Adrian here's been doing a fantastic job guiding us on this trip. I know he's probably, like I said, he's probably ready for the camera guys to get out of his face, but he's done a terrific job with us on this trip, and we couldn't be happier. Dad's killed some animals, I've killed some animals, and it has been absolutely fantastic. So if y'all enjoyed watching what we were doing here on Southern Extreme TV, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to grow this channel and this family to 100,000 subs. If y'all got any questions, drop a comment down below. We're going to be doing some follow-up videos once we get back to the US of gear breakdown, some things that we learned about Africa, some things that we may change with our gear list, and some things that maybe we would want to take for the next trip to Africa as well. So be sure to stay tuned if that's the type of stuff that interests you as well. But man, we have had a blast, and I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see y'all on the next episode.